we'll get started. Questions for quarterback Johnny Manziel.
Johnny, from your perspective, why do you think y'all are struggling offensively tonight?
I mean, you got to come out and establish some tempo, get some things going, and we could never really get it going. I mean, you have to give a lot of credit to them. They came out and mixed a lot of things up and kept us guessing, and really took us a while to figure it out. So you have to give a lot of credit to them. A very talented defense, regardless of how their season's gone or some games here and there. I think they came out and played a heck of a game defensively, scheme-wise and just following through with that.
What kind of tendencies did they break? You said they mixed it up.
Oh, no, they just kept us guessing, just kept mixing it up, coming from different places and bringing some blitzes and really getting a free rusher at will. So we got to get back to the basics, back to the fundamentals of pitch and catch and throwing the football around. If we don't establish that and don't get that going, we don't have a lot of chance.
Johnny, why was it so hard to break the containing of the LSU rush today? Usually you're able to break the pocket. Why was it so tough today against them?
I mean, like I said, give a lot of credit to them and their scheme and what their defensive coordinator and executing what they had planned. So I felt like I got loose a few times, and it just felt like they were in situations where it was 3rd and 16 or we had to run and take off, and we just couldn't get to the first down marker and couldn't get any momentum and anything really going. So like I said, give a lot of credit to them, but we have to do better of executing.
You talked about trying to get the tempo, and how tough was the wind in the first quarter? Going in that direction in the field looked like it was trouble.
Yeah, I didn't really notice it that much. I mean, I felt like I had Mike on a deep route where he did a great job of getting open, and it's a throw that I make 95% of the time that we work on every week. And if anything, it took off on me a little more than kind of not flying. A 3rd down to Malcolm that kind of in between on an out route that kind of hit him a little lower where I wanted to put it and keep him from anybody out in the flat, and he just kind of dropped it. So times where we needed to execute and we needed to make some plays, I mean, we just didn't make them. They did a great job of containing our high-tempo, high-powered offense.
Johnny, on the telecast, they said you banged up your thumb. How much was that a factor, if at all, today?
It's been a factor, I mean, throughout the past couple weeks, but, I mean, that had nothing to do. I felt like I came out and spun the ball pretty well. Like I said, we just didn't get to pitch and catch that we wanted and completing passes. I mean, it's not many times we come into halftime and you look down the stat sheet and it's 8 of 22. I like with this offense and Spav and Coach McKinney know that for me a big thing is getting completions early, and some of the other games you go 10 for 10, you go 7 for 8, and you start completing some higher percentage passes. I mean, that's what we do, and we have to do that to be successful. Having a lot of drops and a lot of incomplete passes, both on my part and just us as an offense, that can't happen and come out with a good outcome.
Johnny, you said that you wanted nothing more than to win these last 2 games today with this game. Now that that's gone, BCS probably gone, how do you respond to that?
Go out and play Missouri next week and try to win the game just like we would any other week. Just take it week by week, and we got punched in the mouth today, and it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun to get beat like that, but we'll see how we handle adversity. So as this team, a bunch of young guys, you got to see how they bounce back. So I know offensively, me and Jake really have to get these guys together and pull them closer than ever. It's not a time to get down on these guys and pack it in and say we're sitting here with 8-3. I mean, anywhere we're in the SEC. I mean, it's a tough league. So we got to continue to get better and make sure it doesn't go to 8-4.
You guys had a 10-game road win streak, and was there a feeling that eventually it was going to just start clicking, and how frustrating was it that it just didn't end up happening?
I guess it was just kind of one of those days. I mean, we came in with a lot of energy, came in excited. It had nothing to do with being on the road or the rowdiness or anything like that. We just didn't play fundamental football like we needed to. That's the bottom line.
Was that the most times you've ever had a free rusher come at you in your memory?
I couldn't tell you.
What was the feeling like at halftime? Y'all just had that big play. Were y'all still frustrated at all?
No, we got some momentum going into half. It was a big play by Darrell, great play by Darrell to make a couple guys miss and get in the end zone. So we were sitting there halftime, 21-10. They get the ball. Feeling like if we can hold them to a field goal, which we did, it's 24-10. You can work with that. Once again, we didn't do a good enough job of executing on that drive and went 3 and out, and it just didn't click. So got to give a lot of credit to them. They pounded the rock very well tonight, kept us off the field for the majority of the second half, and then when we did get on the field, it was almost too little too late. So it all comes down to playing fundamental football, and we wouldn't have put ourselves in that situation.
All right.